Hello everybody, veriax here. This is an announcement. I am going to let you guys know about the new game that is going to be streamed on Sundays after Gothic 2. We had a bit of a vote. It's lasted for about 10 days or so, and I think everyone who is going to be involved with it has voted. So let's just get in there and have a look at what the results came out at. So at last place, the tail end, we have War for the Overworld, with 9% of the vote at 28 votes. Quite a few people voted, which was nice. But yeah, 9%. Not a great appeal for the whole Dungeon Keeper 3 thing, so I'll bear that in mind. But one thing about this, I suppose, is that I can get an idea about what you guys want to see as well, just in streams or whatever. So, but then, you know, I'll play what I want, apart from, you know, whatever comes top. But yeah, it's just nice to know what you guys are kind of thinking about, what would appeal to you. A bit of market research there, I guess. Alright, next was Overlord 2, with double as many votes, twice as many votes, and I'm surprised, really. I thought this would come last in my head. It sort of came out more or less the way I expected, almost, but yeah, I thought this would be last and War of the World would be further up, but I don't know you guys at all, it seems, but I'm not disappointed. I'm just surprised or something, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, there's Overlord 2. Next, well, here we are. We've got Longest Journey and Dark Souls 3, both sitting pretty joint second on the 65 votes each. And so, obviously we know the winner is, but let's just who the winner is. Yes, I'm sure we'll get an acceptance speech and everything, but yeah, absolute dead heat on Longest Journey and Dark Souls 3, which is cool. And I didn't think there'd be as much appetite for Longest Journey as what there is, but it is a very streamable game, if you see what I mean, because we want to experience the story together, and the puzzles won't be an issue because the chat will be there to walk me through them, because the puzzles are sort of like the downside of Longest Journey, but it completely just disappears with a chat there saying, you gotta connect the ducky to the thing and whatever. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so okay, so XCOM won. Pretty much XCOM won, a third of the votes pretty much, so pretty good consensus there. You all want me to play XCOM Enemy Unknown, as it says there, I know, but yeah, Enemy Unknown Long War mod, it will be the next game to be played on Sundays. So first half of the stream will be Gothic 2 for 90 minutes, and then we shall play some XCOM Enemy Unknown with the Long War mod, and that is what I'm going to be discussing, well, next. So here we are with some XCOM Enemy Within, hot action, and so a couple of questions really. So I've played this game for about 4 hours. 3 of them were without the mod, and then I installed the mod, and I played about an hour of that just to make sure it was working and everything, to get an idea of some of the changes that they added and everything like that. So I want to put like a disclaimer out like right now with this stream, because I'm sure some of you have like this idea about how this is going to go, because obviously the advantage of this game that I had over the other ones was that I can put members of the chat in the game, and you can have like an avatar. And that sounds really cool, doesn't it? Except for when you realise that I'm playing this game with a pretty difficult mod, and it's me playing. So I can kind of see me killing a lot of you, and some of you may wait a couple of weeks, and then you get into the game, and you last 2 turns, and then you get shot and killed. That is going to happen. So just bear that in mind, that I am going to have a lot of you die. Also, because I'm inexperienced with the mod, and the game itself, even though I've, like I said, I've got a basic grip of the controls and how everything works or whatever, complete noob. So the chat will be there to offer guidance and assistance, but will not be there to play the game for me. So while I will, if I've got 2 choices, then rather than being told do option A, I would prefer to be told the differences between option A and option B in terms of, like, you know, building a certain room or researching a certain facility, and then the decision is up to me whether we go down one route or the other, rather than sort of which is better generally. That's sort of the kind of feel that I want to get from this, but it may not have a happy ending. This, I'm saying that right now. I may screw up horribly and we may die. And I don't want that to happen, but it might. So, for those of you who have played the Long War mod, you know obviously more about it than me, and I want to get some sort of kind of consensus about how I should go about this in terms of getting a good stream going where we don't all die horribly, and it's a challenge, but someone of my experience will be able to come through at the end if I'm not a complete idiot. So obviously I'm going to play on normal mode, like this, because it says it was recommended anyway. And I guess my bad stuff received, I'm not going to really bother with too much. I will keep this on for people who haven't played the game before and everything like that. But these are all options that you can add to alter the difficulty for good or for bad. And if you're familiar with the... I'm not going to go through them all because there's 30 of them and they all do different things. But I'm going to go through the ones that I was thinking about doing, and I had a chat with the stream last night after the Gothic stream. And this is kind of what we come up with. Because the game is so difficult, I'm leaning towards ones that make it easier, quite frankly, and ones that will assist players, the chat members, to have their own unique avatar within the game. So that is why... Okay, what we're going to go for is Hidden Potential, which is level up stats are randomized, and Training Roulette, so that the training tree will be partially randomly generated, so that we can get like a mix of skills and whatever, and not everyone's sort of like cookie sort of troopers like that. So we go with that with it as well. Dynamic War is a big one, and the big thing with this is, now I don't understand a lot of this, but the consensus was this would generally be a good thing to do because it will cut the game down by half in general, and what with this being such a long mod and such a long sort of streaming thing, that could actually be beneficial because it'll still be long, it just won't be as long. So, and the next one is cinematic mode, so you're all mod to accurate in combat, so you're not always missing all the time. And the last one was this, so units receive an aim bonus the closer they are to flanking an enemy, but that also refers to the enemy as well. That's the setup I'm going with. If you guys who have played the game, specifically if you have played the game, you know, that's what I'm sort of looking for, like the experienced group of you, have any other kind of ideas about what works really well or what might work and whatever, then let me know. But this is the setup I'm thinking about going with. So we have these two, which are double-edged swords. Could be good, could be bad, but they will make our sort of troops unique, so people get a real feel that they are this kind of person who's not like anybody else. This will cut down the playing time, and this will make the battles a bit easier. I mean, there are other things as well. We have this, there's another one as well, like this, I think. Yeah, now these two would make it a lot easier. Now maybe I should go with them if you think I won't be able to cope with the game like as it is, but it's possible. I don't know. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me pretty much, so you know, give me your advice. The only thing I'm not going to go with is this. So this lets people choose their class, and I thought about this because in the game you can be a heavy or you can be an assault marine or whatever, and snipers. And I decided not to go with this because, as well as people, you know, having to be in the chat and responding and everything, I'm afraid that I might not get as good a mix of classes if people choose them, because there might be like a massive sort of like group of the chat who really likes to be snipers, so I end up with like, you know, 50% snipers, and so I don't want that. So I decided to leave it off, so people get what they give them pretty much. But I decided to leave that one off. As far as how I'm going to assign names within the game, I'm kind of looking at using kind of a giveaway tool within the chat, but obviously I won't be giving anything away. The purpose of that is to pluck out a random name of people who join the giveaway to become the next troop that we make. The first stream of this will probably be quite slow because I'm going to have to go through all this again to say what I've decided. Then I'm going to have to go through a bit of tutorial stuff and fight in a mission without anybody in the chat in it, because you just start with a random group of troops. And then we'll have to name our first batch and then probably do another game. So it might not be too much happening in the first one. But yes. So this is what you guys have chosen. And I will be the one that's suffering with this. You guys will. So I hope you know what you're getting yourselves in for. So XCOM, Enemy Within, with the Long War mod, on normal, definitely, and then a bunch of other stuff that we have yet to probably decide, but like I say, I'm going to go probably with, you know, making the game easier rather than anything else. But yes, I await some feedback on that, please, so we don't spend 3 hours in the stream deciding stuff. Okay then, that's it. Hopefully I shall see you all on Sunday. The new itinerary is to play Gothic 2 and then XCOM on Sundays for the foreseeable future. Hopefully I shall see you then. If not, maybe for another stream or Let's Play. Who knows? Right then, I'm going to go. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to your comments, and I shall see you soon. Toodaloo.